Feeling lost is more common than people admit, whether it's in your career, relationships, purpose, or just life in general. Welcome back to the Marcus Allgood Show. I appreciate everybody listening and watching. And today we're going to talk about why do people feel lost in just life in general and how to get it back. Feeling lost is more common than people admit, whether it's in your career, relationships, purpose, or just life in general. There are seasons when things feel unclear, directionless, or even meaningless. But here's the truth. Feeling lost doesn't mean you're broken. It means you're human. And it's often the first sign that something deeper inside you is ready to grow or shift. And I feel this all the time. Not all the time, but I felt it, in the different careers that I've had, in the different businesses that I've had. I feel like there's always something out there that's better. There's always something more out there. And a lot of times you go chase it. Some people feel it, but they won't go chase it. But I usually end up going chase it. And over the years of doing self-development, I've realized that it happens to a lot of people. It's not something that's only happening to you. You can talk to other people and they can help you walk through this journey. But it is definitely a journey that you want to go on and you want to be a part of. And at a certain point in time, I'm sure you might find what you're looking for. I almost think I have. I don't know yet, but I'm excited for where I'm at right now in my life. And just grateful of where I am right now and what I've been doing. So number 2, why do people feel lost? Disconnection from purpose. If you're not living your purpose, you're going to feel lost for sure. Many people are simply going through the motions, living the rat race, working the 9 to 5, just hating life, working jobs they don't love, living lives they don't design, or living lives they didn't design. When you're not aligned with what truly lights you up, even success can feel empty. I know I feel alive and I'm ready to go when I'm working out. So I know that part of me is where I need to be. Working out is something I love to do. And right now I've been doing some investment real estate with some clients, and I've been loving it. I've been doing it since April and having a blast doing it. I get to negotiate a whole bunch. I get to try and get the lowest price I can for my clients. Like, it's so much fun. I think I might have found it. We don't know yet. You got to give it, a good year or two. And a lot of times I don't even feel like it's work. I'll get lost looking at properties. A couple hours, 3-4 hours go by. I'm like, oh gosh, I got to go do something else. I got to get off the computer. Got to quit looking at properties. So maybe I found it. Maybe I haven't. We'll find out in about a year or so. I love doing the podcast. I lose time in it. And then, everybody just remember, I haven't even found my purpose yet or my way and everything. I still feel lost all the time. But we're getting closer. And I'm 48. It's getting a little bit closer. Too many voices, not enough silence. Social media, societal expectations, family opinions, they all get loud. Your friends, they all say you should be doing something else, or you should be doing this, you should be doing that. Even your spouse can be doing that to you. When everyone else is telling you who to be, you cannot forget how to listen to yourself. You've got to figure out who you are deep down inside. Like, I love working out. I work out all the time. Nobody's going to tell me that I shouldn't be working out. Even if they did tell me I shouldn't be working out, I'm still going to work out. That part, nobody's going to tell me any different. But, is real estate really my thing? I met a guy the other day that was like, you're doing the right thing. You're doing what you need to be doing. I was like, oh, thanks, man. I appreciate it. And this is the first interaction, probably within like 15 minutes of just talking with each other, and just he could hear the passion in my voice with it. Unprocessed pain or trauma. Sometimes we feel lost because we've buried parts of ourselves under unresolved pain. I giggle because I guarantee you I've done that. I guarantee you I have so much unresolved pain deep down inside that I haven't put out there. But I don't really want to bring it back up. So hopefully it's not affecting me too much. That emotional weight can keep you stuck, unsure why you can't move forward. It can be so deep into you that the trauma is just holding you back from making the gains that you want to gain. that you want to get, moving forward, having self-confidence, having self-esteem, all sorts of different things that this trauma could be holding you back from. But if you can get past it, even without bringing up all that old trauma, you can feel confident in your own skin. You can feel confident in the job you're doing, the career you're doing, just being yourself. You're going to push past most all the obstacles. Constant comparison. We all do this. I actually had a friend message me because I'm going to do a high rocks competition in November. And we were talking about her doing a marathon, me doing a high rocks. And she was like, well, what's the average person's time? I said, I don't know. I don't look at the average person's time. I only look at the top time. And it just came out. And I was like, dang, I guess I do compare myself. But I'm only comparing myself to the top times. So that is even harder. I put more stress on myself to try and get a top time, knowing I'm not a top athlete anymore. But that's who I compare myself to. So if I'm 10, 15 minutes within them, probably doing a win. But I don't want to be the average time person there. I don't want to be the average person. I'm trying to do better. I want to be better. So I compare myself to the top and not the average. Comparing your behind the scenes to everyone else's highlight reel creates insecurities and confusion. Stay off social media. Don't worry about that. You got to remember that's just highlight reels. Nobody's usually showing the failures. They're all showing the PRs and things like that. You start chasing a life that was never meant for you by looking at social media, looking at Instagram, looking at TikTok, wishing you could do what they're doing when that's not what you're supposed to be doing. You got to think about what you're doing and go with it. Like, I post some workout videos. Are they great? No, but I post them. Is this podcast great? No, probably not. Could it be better? Always. Anything could be better. I would love some motivation, somebody to teach me a little bit more about how to make the podcast better. But at this point in time, we can't pay for that. So we have no budget. So we're going with what we're doing and what we've been doing this whole time. And then you got major life changes, divorce, job loss, losing a loved one, a health crisis. Life can flip the script in one moment. I'm actually helping a client right now buy and sell a house that he lost his wife to a brutal death. And we're trying to buy a house and sell his house as fast as possible. And his life got flipped turned upside down. He thought he was 70 years old and he thought he was going to live 10 more years with his wife, and now his wife's gone, and just so many different things can happen. And when your old identity no longer fits, it's easy to feel like you don't know who you are anymore. That is true. I mean, when I quit drinking, I thought that I was going to lose my identity, like thinking like drinking and partying was my identity, which it truly wasn't. And I had to go back to who I thought I was as a kid before I started drinking, the kind, nice, loving person to help anybody out, not the alcoholic, a-hole that, doesn't care about anybody, only cares about himself and, almost narcissistic almost. But finding out who you are is one of the best things you could do. And we've done podcasts on how to find out who you are, and we'll do another one soon. But what feeling lost is really telling you, I like to think that feeling lost is just letting you know that you're not in the right spot right now. But feeling lost is your soul's way of asking for something more honest, more aligned, more you. It's not the end. It's the invitation to reset, to slow down, to listen inward, to redesign your life from the inside out. It's a chance just to start over and build a new person. Take some of the old traits that you had and stack them on top of each other with the new ones and see where you go. Be one to just live the journey and take the time to go through it. It's hard, and a lot of times it's lonely, but most of the time when you come out on the other side, you're going to feel so much better. You're not going to have that feeling of lost. You're going to feel more centered. You're going to feel more focused. You're going to feel more like yourself, your true self. And you'll see people on TikTok always talk about how they found themselves or, how they feel lost. And it's just part of growing. If you're not trying to grow, or if you're not actively growing, then you're going to feel lost. How to start finding your way. Get quiet. Spend time in silence. Journal. Walk alone. Disconnect to reconnect. In the stillness, your inner voice returns. Going on a walk without a headset or going on a jog without a headset will make your mind go crazy. It's not crazy, but it's like you will start thinking of all sorts of different things that you could be doing, you could be working on, you could be helping somebody else out with, what you're feeling, how are you sad, depressed, are you happy, and you can also meditate just to sit in silence. But once you turn off all the noise, turn off all the distractions, and really think about what you're doing for yourself and what your mind wants to talk to you about, that's when you start really, where the change really fits in and starts digging deep into you. Ask yourself honest questions. What am I doing that no longer feels right? If I could do anything without fear or judgment, what would it be? That one's a really hard one. You could throw it into like ChatGPT and have a conversation with it, or you could just have a friend, call a friend up or bring a friend over and have that conversation with them. Who am I when no one's watching? I'm the same person when no one's watching compared to when everybody's watching. You're pretty much what you see is what you get. Start small, move daily. You don't need a 10-year plan. You just need the courage to take the next step and the right steps. One new habit, one brave conversation, one boundary set. Just one little one at a time, and just keep building them up each day. Reconnect with what lights you up. Like, what fires you up? If you got to jump on ChatGPT and ask it questions, or, ask a friend, just say, ask me a bunch of questions on what I love to do. And think about open-ended questions that they could ask you, or have them think about it. Think about the last time you felt alive. What were you doing? Who were you with? What did it mean to you? A lot of the great things I've done, like when I felt most alive, was when I had my buddies working out at the CrossFit gym and doing competitions. Like, that was a lot of fun. Like, it was just one of those moments that I'll probably never get back. I'm going to do the High Rocks competition with my buddy, and hopefully that'll bring that back a little bit, that fire and just that little edge where you're like, man, this is awesome. But it's going to be a rough one. It's going to be rough. Talk to someone, a mentor, a coach, a counselor, or a friend. Help you zoom out, gain clarity, and speak truth into your life. Even if you don't have that, you can use ChatGPT or Grok or like any kind of AI just to ask you questions and have a conversation there. But a mentor or a coach, even a counselor, all going to be great assets for you to figure out where you want to go. I don't have a bunch, but I talk to people all the time. And it's not even, you can just talk to some random strangers and ask them how their day's going, and then just start bringing up other stuff. A lot of times they're going to help you, but you really want to find somebody that is where you want to be. Talk to them. Don't ask people that are not where you want to be on how to get to where you want to be. Find the people that have already done it and ask them how they got there, what it took, what can you do to change, what are you doing now? Tell them what you're doing now, and ask them, did they ever feel this way, and what did they do about it? And my final thought today, not all who wander are lost, but even those who can find their way home. Feeling lost is a sign that your old life no longer fits, that something inside you is waking up and asking for more meaning, more truth, more you. So don't panic, don't quit, don't numb out. Just pause, breathe, and listen, and take one brave step forward. You're not lost. You're just being rerouted, and it's going to be okay. Enjoy the ride. Enjoy the journey. That's the pod, and I appreciate everybody listening.